So now I want to talk about a really important idea in play, and it's the dropping of judgment. So first of all, I just want to drop some misconceptions, I guess, in the fitness industry, especially in play where there is kind of right and wrong movements, which is very much exercise and rehab based, where we're trying to like prevent people from getting hurt, which is totally fine. But when we're talking about play, we don't need to worry about those types of things, right? So there's no right and wrong movements, just movements that do or do not help you achieve your goals. So when I'm talking about this, one of the big ones specifically is maintaining a neutral spine and being in good posture all the time. You don't need to be perfectly aligned all the time when you're playing. It's okay to round your spine one way or the other and move. This has to be done in order for you to reach and just be a normal human being. So don't be too concerned with trying to maintain that spine. If you're walking or standing or doing a heavy squat with weight on your back, then yeah, you want to keep that neutral spine. But if you are just kind of playing, reaching, jumping around, it's okay to let that go. The next one is a knee collapse, so a knee valgus, they call it. So again, same thing. You don't want to do this all the time, but if you're doing any sort of kind of rotation work, that knee is going to come in a little bit, and that's perfectly okay. And just don't do it all the time, or don't have it be completely out of control at a high speed, and you're just trying to, crashing that knee in or even out way too much. And then again, another thing is like rotation. People teaching that rotation is bad. So if you are, especially if you're at work and you're picking up a heavy box, you don't want to twist and rotate, which is totally fine. But if you are in a play situation where you are, even for example, grabbing monkey bars, you need to have that rotation in your spine and your shoulders, potentially even in your hips, in order to complete the movement. So don't be worried about all of these concerns. Just go out there, play, have a good time. Forget about all the rules of the fitness industry. All right, now that we've let go a little bit of those misconceptions around movement, we can drop the next level of judgment, which is, of course, what other people think of us. And I think that this is a huge one, because if we're going out there and playing, especially if talking about a playground, I'll add a video of that later. If you're going on a playground as an adult, you're probably going to be a little bit worried about what other people think of you. And he's like, oh, what's this adult doing playing on a playground? That's for kids. He's doing these childish exercises. And we need to let that go, because if you are only thinking about what other people think of you, you are no longer concerned with what you want to do and what is enjoyable in the moment, right? So you're now worried about other people instead of yourself, which is in play. You need to think about yourself and what is going to be fun, what is going to bring you that joy and that excitement and that new challenge. So yeah, we need to learn how to adopt that childish mindset that nothing else matters except for what you're doing in the moment, right? You see kids do all this silly stuff, or that adults think are silly, but they're having the time of their lives, and we need to try and adopt that and let go of what other people think. And it really seems like this is beaten into us as adults, is to not be kids anymore, and to really, put on a good face, really make sure that you're being mature. And there are, of course, times where that is absolutely necessary. But when it comes to exercise and play, we need to make sure that we let that go. The next part of this is that we need to learn to move our body in ways that may feel slightly uncomfortable to us, and remove that discomfort and make it kind of comfortable. So this could be, even if you don't have like range of motion in, let's say, your shoulder, and you're like, that just doesn't feel that good, I'm just not going to do it. It is best for you and for your body to kind of play around with that movement and go into it and explore it and find out maybe why it's uncomfortable. And then again, the other thing, if we're going on judgment of other people, is maybe there's some gendered movements. So it's like, oh, women shouldn't be doing heavy squats, or men shouldn't be doing, the leg extensions. They're just like these very genderfied movements, which I think is it's incorrect and limiting to our potential. So yeah, if you find a motion that kind of makes you feel uncomfortable, It's just a movement. It's nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. Right? There's no right or wrong movements, but be cognizant of that and see if you can eliminate that. So that way, when you go out into doing whatever activity you choose, you have no judgment on yourself of a specific movement or a specific pattern or anything of that form. And yeah, so this doesn't need to happen all right away. You don't need to go out and do some crazy thing that makes you super uncomfortable just to break it. You can ease your way in. You can start by doing some the movements that give you a little bit more discomfort in the safety of your home before you go out and do it. I like to use the playground example a lot because I think it's really good. So if you're going out doing something that makes you feel uncomfortable here, that you're worried about judgment, do it at home before you go and do it out in the playground. One big thing to note is that everybody is trying to focus on themselves, and especially if you're in a group of people exercising, everyone is just focusing inwards. So it's just let go of what other people think and be fearless and just move the way you want to feel. And if other people are judging you, it is a testament to who they are and not who you are. All right, so now that we have let go of judgment, or we're working towards it, let's step into flow states.